This is Justin Bronco with the Hank Haney International Junior Golf Academy. We got Roman Zal here. Just going to take a quick look at his swing and kind of just talk about a couple things we're working on here with Roman. First off, with Roman, we want to make sure he gets in a good setup. He has a tendency to get his right forearm a little bit too much on top of his left forearm because his right hand gets a little too much on top of the grip. You know, when you kind of just see here looking from down the line, you can see his right arm's a little bit too much on top of his left forearm. Now, we shouldn't be able to see his left forearm here. So you can kind of tell he's got a grip a little bit too much in his fingers on the right hand. The right hand's too much on top of the club. Right arm too much on top of the left arm. So that's one thing we're working on with the setup. Another thing is just making sure he kind of gets his butt and his hips a little bit more up in the air. Just a little more bend from the waist there. Now after that, on the backswing, we just want to make sure as Roman takes the club back, that he just kind of hinges make sure the right wrist works more up and down. And you can kind of see there he has a tendency for the hands to go out, and then he kind of rolls his right wrist and kind of bends it back in. Okay, and then that gets the club just a little bit too far behind him and just a little bit too shut at the top. Now you can see his club face right here at the top of the swing is just way too closed. Okay, it's kind of pointing a little too much in that direction. We kind of almost want to see it a little bit more in that direction there. Okay, so again, if you can just kind of make sure that the hands work better in the backswing, you know, that'll kind of fix the plane and also fix the club face at the same time. So just more up and down with that right wrist going in the backswing is the main thing there for Roman. And then you see he starts the downswing, he kind of likes to spin his body a little bit too much there to the left. And then that kind of forces him to let his hands and the club exit a little bit too far low and left of the body here. And you can kind of see the club and his hands are gonna exit a little bit too much, a little too far low and to the left here. And that's just going to be a little bit, you know, it's just going to cause a little bit of a fade or even a little shank, which Roman has a tendency to hit. So I mean, at this point, when the club exits the body here, we'd like to see, you know, the club and the hands coming up a little bit higher there. So we're just working on from impact to finish, feeling like his arms and hands go more up as he turns through to the finish, and he almost feels like he's standing taller, and not so much kind of in that angle there. We'd like to see his spine a little bit more up and down like that. Okay. Altogether, you know, Roman's making some good improvements, so we're just going to keep kind of plugging away at that stuff. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact myself, Kyle, or Jen, and we'll be glad to talk about it. Thank you.